Hey guys, welcome back to Vital Refinement. Today we're going to be discussing the 6 ways of self-care, okay? So self-care usually have the tendency to only reflect things of pampering ourselves or getting a massage or breathing techniques, but it's much more than that. So today I'm going to do an overview of the 6 different types of self-care. So let's get started. So, number 6 of self care is practical self care. So, this is one that people tend to not recognize, but we all typically do it. Some better than others, depending on your responsibility level. But practical self care could be anything from keeping a budget, making sure you're only shopping from your grocery list, and avoiding any type of drama or stressful circumstances. So, just basically work before play, or keeping some type of structure in your life, maintaining your health to prevent disease and all those things. That's practical self-care, and it can be applied to our professional lifestyle all the way to our household, and even sometimes our family and relationship maintenance. So that was number 6. Number 5 is physical self-care. So this is one that people usually think of as well. It's very popular. This could be from anything from fitness, like working out, exercising, staying active, all the way to like your nutrients and what you're putting into your body, making sure that you have the right food for your body type and your genetics, and maintaining your overall like well-being as far as like what you consume in your body. So that's number 5. Our next self-care is social self-care. So this involves making sure you're maintaining healthy, positive relationships in your life. So this can be from family members to people you choose to be your family, your best friends, your co-workers, people you may volunteer with, whatever it may be, like your neighbors. This is very important because as human beings, we are social creatures. So when we're not being engaged in social activities or having social positive relationships, it really affects our overall self-care and overall well-being. Okay, so number 3 our social is emotional self-care. Emotional self-care is a way that we understand our emotions, understand our thoughts, understand how we feel. Okay, so emotional self-care is good to just set aside time in your day to reflect on what type of feelings you're experiencing, whether it be your current circumstance that you're in, work relationships, personal romantic relationships, and even just circumstances like your finances or your health. Like, you just really want to sit down, reflect, and really be honest with yourself about those emotions. This also kind of plays into mental self-care, which is the next self-care. So mental self-care is really huge right now. I'm glad that people are making it more aware to the majority. For some reason, it's gone neglected for so many years, and I'm so glad that the importance of it has came back into our societal values. So mental health is very important. It's another form of self-care, and the way you can do this is also through reflection, journaling, making sure you're kind of like structuring your thoughts, making sure you're thinking positive thoughts, making sure you're stopping those ants, those automated negative thoughts that may pop up in your head at any moment, and making sure that what you're thinking is the reality, because many times our thoughts are lying to us. Okay, so it's good to recognize when you're making up this narrative that does not exist. Okay, so making sure you're checking in with your mental health, which is mental self-care practices. Okay, this can be applied to something you can do at home, or you can go see a counselor or a therapist, or even just talking it out with a close friend that you trust. And on to our next type of self-care. So now that you guys got this far into the video, I hope you guys got something out of it so far, and that you can continue to get something out of it as we finish the video. Right now, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to our channel, like, share, comment, and stay tuned for the rest of the countdown. Okay, so our last type of self-care is spiritual self-care. This is very important because even though not everyone has a spiritual foundation or practice, we all have a being, a soul, a spirit inside of us, and it's good to nurture that spiritual being within us. This can be something you may believe as to be your personality or your personal values or anything that you feel is 100% you. Like, you know who you are, you know what you need to maintain a healthy life, okay? So for me, I like to pray, I like to study the word, talk to other believers, and so I can feed my spirit with positive things, with knowledge, with intellect and guidance, and things that's going to lead me down a nice, positive, healthy path. So feeding your spiritual being inside you can be many different things depending on who you talk to. But for me, that's what works for me, and that is my last self-care type. So we're going to review them one more time. We have practical, we have physical, we have emotional, social, mental, and spiritual, which is the last one I just went over. So these are the 6 types of self-care. I hope that you guys can apply all these different things to your lives, and I hope that you feel enlightened by this video. I hope that you feel embraced and empowered by the knowledge that I provided for you. And please don't neglect any types of self-care. I know that it's hard to try to fit everything in, but sometimes you're doing it without actually realizing it. Sometimes it's even better for your mental health to just be mindful that you're actually practicing these self-care, so you won't feel so down on yourself. So make sure you click the links below that I provide for you to help you practice some of these self-care types, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.